Okay, so now I want to talk a little bit about the movies, right? So, in my understanding, my very little understanding about movies and how it works, I see there are two kind of directors. One is who directly spoon feeds you, who says, probably they give a voiceover, they exactly show you the scenes of, okay, this person has this nature, they're very angry, they're this. So, as an audience, I exactly know this is what the character graph is. There is another kind of a director in one particular scene. They're going to depict what the in-depth characteristic of that actor or that character is, just with a couple of conversations and just with them looking at certain things a specific way, emoting a specific way. Does the quality of a movie depend on the intellect of the director?
I think more the budget than the intellect.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Firstly, we believe that what a director wants always happens. That's not the case.
Okay.
There are many people who decide how things are made and how things should be made. Unless a director is like me, aise hi hoga, and very few get that opportunity to do it exactly as they
The way you
want.
want it. Okay.
Very few auteurs get that option. Most directors actually don't get that option, and then it ends up becoming more business than art. In most circumstances, even when the director is actually quite intelligent and sensitive, empathetic, everything. So yeah, budget actually decides how much we dumb down things.
Okay.
Because if you have a star who himself is taking 70 crores or 100 crores for that film, which means the rest of the film is being made in another 300 crores. So if you are making a film for 300-400 crores, you want so many people to watch it and understand it and enjoy it that you can't make it intelligent, you can't make it subtle, you can't make it a certain way. You have to spoon feed at times, and you have to make emotions very broad and not nuanced. So you have to have back to wall to wall plastered music in the film. You can't have one moment of silence. So all of these decisions are more like budget related.
Okay.
Yeah.
Recently, I saw an interview of Vicky Kaushal speaking about the Chava movie, where he said the brief that he got from the director was, be a lion, speak like a lion, think like a lion, walk like a lion. With this brief, what is actually happening in his mind for him to become that character?
I mean, firstly, you start believing that strength a lot. And I have worked with Vicky. He's very intuitive, very, very intuitive as an actor. So he's also somebody who does not take himself too seriously. And I think that's very important as an actor, to not start believing in your own myth. So he's not one of those actors. He's one of those people who just is coming to do the job and do that job best. And then the rest, he is quite gifted. So I think he must have probably started believing that he is like that. He would have started waking up like that, eating food like that, just trying to inculcate that in his everyday behavior in bits and pieces, little by little. And you have to keep doing it till you believe you are that. And once you believe you are that, then nothing can shake you.
So now that he's believed he is that, in his next movie, let's say it's a very subtle or a mellowed down version, how does he become that character after this?
Because now he's doing the exact same process to feel the other.
So that feeling and becoming that lion, do you think that aspect is still there inside of him?
So every part that you do, like some percentage of it can remain in you.
Okay.
And what smart actors do and intelligent actors do, they always pick one thing from their character into their life.
Okay.
And probably leave one or two things about themselves through that character.
Okay.
So that's what a smart actor would do. And a lot of times these things also happen very subconsciously without you being aware of what you're picking and what you're leaving.
So sometimes we may not have a choice with what we are picking and what we are leaving.
Sometimes, yes, but we should. Because if we live with a little awareness, then we'll know what we're picking and what we're leaving. And it's important to know what you're picking and what you're leaving.
Yeah, because I wanted to ask you this question about Ranveer Singh after Padmavat, right? That role that he did. I mean, he said it took some time for him to get out of the depression, especially of doing that role. How does an actor process that?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it does affect you. There was another actress who I worked with who also felt the same. She had done a film, and when she came to train with me for another film, very good actress, she was quite low. So first 3 days were not about training her for the new part. First 3 days were about getting her out of that depression that the older character had given her.
Okay.
So sometimes it happens that you take it, but it's important to meet people, talk to people, share, maybe even see a therapist.
Okay.
When you do something very intense, to know how much of it has remained in you, and to be a little aware of who was I before I started this part and who am I now, and what change has come. If that change is not good, to shake it out by trying and doing different things. Like I would say, if you say maybe this actress could have gone with her 3 best friends to Ibiza and partied for 5 days, maybe that can help. Or you just start a very strong workout routine every single day and release it through your workout.
Okay. So you've also worked with a lot of South actors like Shiva Karthikeyan, Aishwarya Lakshmi. You've worked with a lot of North Indian actors. What do you think is the difference between the way they approach acting?
Not so much of a difference actually.
Okay.
I would say actors are similar everywhere. One thing that, again, excuse me for using the term South India and clubbing everyone together, but one thing that I do find different between the North and the South is, in general, people in the South are more humble and modest. And sometimes that can also become like an act because you're supposed to be humble and modest.
Okay.
And that kind of comes in your way. And in the North, I would say the exact opposite is the problem, which is too confident sometimes, or thinking that you know it all. So I think these two aspects I notice sometimes that are different in North Indians and South Indians in general, and hence also in the actors.
Okay. So when you work with the actors, so for example, you've been doing this for so many years now. The way you approach them at this point of time when they come for a workshop and how you used to approach them a few years back, has it been the same or has it changed?
It's always been very neutral. Only the first time I worked with a star, I was a little nervous, which was in 2011 or 12 with Imran Hashmi. It's the first time I did a workshop with a star who had already done 30 films. Going in, I was a bit nervous, but the moment I went in, he was so kind and so receptive that he became an actor for me after 2 hours. And after that, I've never felt it.
Who's easier to work with, a new star or somebody who's done so many films?
Depends on the person, actually. There have been people who are new but very difficult, can be difficult. And then there are actors who are stars, very big, very good actors, and very easy to work with. So it's more a person thing, not a function of how successful or not successful you are.